Yeah, let me manage this broadcast. Let me select the. Let me select the broadcast and begin streaming. That's what they say. Select broadcast and begin streaming. I believe we have begun. We have begun. Anybody else feel like they're just waiting for disaster? Like eventually there will be. Let me not start that. I'm in a good mood. We're in a good mood. Hey, everybody. What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm back. I finally made it to work. I've been working, though. It's not like I haven't been working, but, you know. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't settled on the time. I haven't settled on it. I probably should, but I didn't. But I'm here now. We're currently in the middle of the Baltimore Comedy Festival. We did the first Kill Mark show. You know what I mean? A blatant ripoff of Kill Tony. Blatant ripoff. The white people taught me. They was like, look, if you want something and they won't give it to you, just make another one. Or just take it. Like America. Nah, I'm just fucking around. I love country. Love of country. Yeah. I don't even have a political story today. I'm actually going to start a second channel so I can talk that talk. Because you niggas don't be wanting to hear it. I'm always trying to bring y'all some political something, and nobody watches it. You only watch the salaciousness. I got some stuff that's salacious today, though. Don't worry about it. I got exactly what you need. I will not leave you lacking today. You better believe that. That one is hilarious. We're gonna do the news mostly today. Mostly news. Mostly news. I got some celeb stuff though. A little bit. A tiny bit. Coming to the broadcast. Welcome. We live. All right, this is the first story of the evening, of the afternoon. If you're on your lunch break, if you out there working, they give you that little 15 minutes. I know, man. You got to use that shit. You got to use your small breaks. Some jobs, if you got a good enough job, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the black jobs, the one that Trump was talking about, you know, like bus drivers and the lady that work at the division of motor vehicles, the motor vehicles lady down. You know, a black job. Don't act like y'all don't know what the black jobs is. I'm not anybody like, black job, you mean I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer. Well, I'm not saying you can't be a doctor and a lawyer and have a black job. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying some jobs are almost damn near exclusively black, nigga. I never seen a white bus driver. I seen them on cartoons. I seen that shit on Paw Patrol or some dumb shit like that. But in a real life white man driving a bus, nigga, where? Where? White security guard? I don't know. It's a couple of the white security guard be extra. Them niggas that have on a full G.I. Joe army suit. If you a white security guard, nigga, that's something else. You rarely see them. Buzz cut. They always are police and they want to let you know it. You know, because some people are just security. They jacket they just say security. But white security, if you see a white security guard, you better believe they got on a police jacket, nigga. Police split up like that with a dash in the middle. You think that shit is from another country. You be like, is that the Lithuanian police? No, that's the police, nigga. That's the real police. All right. Here we go with the stories. This is the first story I got of the afternoon. Worker dead at Wells Fargo desk for 4 days. This is a dead person chilling at work. This is coming to you from Fox 12 News in I don't know, Spokane, Washington, nigga. I probably shouldn't know exactly what place they bringing it to you from. They gonna say something about it. It's some just know it's from 10 News. Is it 12? Oh, it's 12 News at 10. I'm going to be, look, I never said I was the best reporter, nigga. That's not my job. My job is here and talk shit, crack jokes, fuck around with y'all niggas. Shut up, Mark. Play the video. I promise. I swear to God. If you just let me say one more thing. There's one more thing. Before I'm going to play the video, I swear to God right after that. I just want to tell y'all that I can read, right? I don't do it that much, but I'm a reader per se. Like I used to, you know what I'm saying, when I had more time on my hands. But you see how we're right here, it's like, it say 12 news, and then it was like at 10. And I'm not familiar with their news. All right, forget it. All right, here we go. Lady dead. She just dead at her desk for 3 days. Insane.
A Tempe Wells Fargo employee died at
Tempe, Florida or Arizona, one or the other one.
Her desk. And 12 News is now confirming that it may have taken as many as 4 days for anyone in the office to notice. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark.
Her co-workers ain't shit. They walked right past this lady for 4 days. Linda been working hard as shit. I ain't seen Linda. I want a job up Wells Fargo. If you could be dead on the job, nigga, I be just trying bullshit a little bit at work, nigga. All right, I said I was gonna play the video, but if you could be dead, nigga, I'm hiding in the bathroom. This lady all dead. Anyway, all right, here we go. I'm sorry.
Curtis, it's a story we first reported yesterday. Tonight, Tempe police are confirming the timeline of when the woman clocked in to when her colleagues found the
She's on the clock. You gotta pay her.
body. 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is in the studio with new details tonight. Gabby, 4 days. I mean, this poor woman went 4 days undiscovered. It's hard to believe.
I don't want y'all to think that I think that this is funny. Someone lost their life. I'm not sure how people die. I'm sorry to the family of the bank lady dead for 4 days. All right, here we go.
And that's a question many employees are asking themselves tonight. I spoke with an employee who said that she shared her perspective on the workplace environment, and they say it's a big building, but most people don't work there on a daily basis. A Wells Fargo employee went to work the morning of Friday, August 16th and never went home. Tempe police tell 12 News 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme scanned into work at 7 o'clock in the morning. 4 days later, police responded to the office building near Washington Street and Priest Drive for reports of a subject down. Prudhomme was declared dead. The Tempe Police Criminal Investigation Bureau is investigating, but do not suspect foul play. A Wells Fargo employee exclusively spoke with 12 News, but asked not to be recorded or identified out of fear for their job. They say
Why are they so scared? You can't.
a colleague found Prudhomme dead at her desk in a cubicle while walking around the building on Tuesday, August 20th. Prudhomme's cubicle was reportedly on the 3rd floor and away from the main aisle.
The motherfuckers will work you to death. They don't give a damn, nigga. Wells Fargo always in some shit, nigga. This lady dead at her desk. It was the cleaning lady. The cleaning lady came in. She was vacuuming all around her. She was like, damn, she was here yesterday, too.
This employee says several people had smelled a foul odor, but passed it
Oh, damn. That's fucked up. She probably had no peoples. Somebody wasn't calling for her, like Margaret. She went into work yesterday. Damn, yeah.
off as faulty plumbing. They say while most Wells Fargo employees at this Tempe location work remote, the building has 24/7 security, and someone should have found Prudhomme sooner. The incident left several employees feeling scared and uneasy. This employee wants to see new safety protocols in place, telling me, quote, "It's negligence in some part." A different worker also spoke with 12 News anonymously.
It was just uncomfortable.
Again, calling on the company to do.
She didn't even say nothing. She blacked out and ain't say a goddamn thing. Who's that, Joe Biden?
Company to do more.
Body was there about 4 days before anybody found it, before anybody walked up to her and just to say hi, make sure she's okay. She was just like,
You work there too, bitch? I mean,
hang on her desk.
A Wells Fargo spokesperson previously sent 12 News a statement saying, in part, "We are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of our colleague at our Tempe office," adding counselors through our employee assistance consulting service are available to support employees. An employee
You should have supported her when she was for whatever she died from. You just you had plenty of time to support these people. Now all of a sudden you want to support niggas somebody dead for in your sadness. You want to support sad. Okay, you don't want nobody too sad on you. That's true. You don't want a bunch of sad employees. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get y'all back to work, nigga. So go talk to the lady in the back. Hurry up. You got 45 minutes.
tells me their direct management offered those services, addressed the incident, and told workers the building was thoroughly cleaned. And a Wells Fargo spokesperson did not have new information to share with me tonight. The Maricopa County medical examiner is investigating the cause of death. In studio, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right.
So we don't know why. We just know she dropped dead at work. Was there for 4 days. I'm assuming that this was an elderly woman. I don't know. We have no idea. We don't know. We don't know. I probably should have paid more attention. All I know is these jobs working the shit out of motherfucking niggas. Try to stay alive. If you feel a little overworked, nigga, get you some time. It probably was a heart problem or something. We can make all kinds of speculations. We don't know what happened to this lady. We don't know if she just dropped dead. We don't know if she was going to die anyway. She could have died anyway. It could have been on the bus. You know what I mean? How long the buses were? They wouldn't have known to the end of the line. You know, we have no idea what happened. I just thought it was very weird that but because they were working remotely, you know, that makes a little bit more sense. That's why that fucking remote working ain't good for nobody. People all dying at work. You can't be dead at work, nigga. You can't call in dead. You was already there. We know where you at. You downstairs. All right, I ain't. Don't ignore all that other stuff I said, yo. Just solemn reporters. We don't know what happened. Is a lady dead? My webcam fucked up. Is it unprofessional if I adjust it? I don't give a fuck. What's gonna happen? What am I doing here that's so professional? All right, chat. I'm sorry if I got too close to y'all. I'm sorry if you can see like nose hairs and shit. I see you. I see you, chat. I see you, chat. All right. What else we got going on up this motherfucker? Knuckle. Once again, Baltimore Comedy Festival happening now, taking place. This evening, we got a lot of good shows. Check it out on BaltimoreComedyFestival.com. We need a slogan. We will be funny. I don't know. Y'all ready for some hood salaciousness type shit? Or I'm gonna tell you what we got. We got some new information on Notorious B.I.G. You know, the late great King of New York. Former, however you say it. We got more on Tariq and Uncle Luke. We got a little bit more on that. We got another news story about assistant principal down in Texas. Trust me, it's gonna be interesting. We got another news story from out in the Bay. Shout out the Bay. Shout out Frisco and in Oakland. Shout out to them. All right, we just made. We do the celeb stuff. All right, this one is about. This is kind of crazy. All right, first of all, a lot of times I know if my brother was here, he'd be flipping out. He'd be flipping out, because you know, back in the days we didn't know about the agenda. Let's just put it like that. We weren't aware. We weren't aware. I mean, there was some people who were how do I put it? There were some people who were a little bit rough towards an attitude and disposition towards people from the letter community, right? There were some people who, you know, I'm not going to deny that there wasn't a major factor in hip hop and all that just completely took shots at the letter community. You know what I mean? But little did I know that there was quite a large amount of integration. And you know, Wendy Williams always said it. You know what I'm saying? They was out there. They was all over the place. This is a story about back in the days with Diddy in the golden bad boy era, even pre-golden bad boy era. Just a little bit of info about Notorious B.I.G. This is from Comedy Hype. This is Choke No Joke. He was around in the whole early Diddy area, early Notorious B.I.G. times. You know, he was a important figure, and he got some information that is somewhat disturbing. All right, here we go. Disturbing information about Notorious B.I.G. The actual title of the video is "Diddy Hit on Me at a Private Party." Choke No Joke reveals the gay agenda in hip hop. Dum dum dum.
Same stuff that they alleging now with the parties, the drugs, the sex.
Right.
A lot of people fell victim to that, right? Because that was their lifestyle. Now, when we was younger, we wasn't paying attention. But if you go and you look at the Big Papa video, the lead woman or the lead guy in that is a transgender, right?
Nigga. I don't know. First of all, we don't know how credible Choke No Joke is. There's a lot of niggas trying to get money right now. If you was ever around Diddy or anything, and you got a story like Gene Deal, he be, you know what I mean, he every week he come out with new stories of Diddy. Like, nigga, you ain't been around Diddy in 15 years. What are you talking about? But if this is true, nigga, this is different. This is not what. Because as soon as I heard all the crazy stuff about Diddy, I was like, I wonder if Biggie knew about this shit. You know, that's an old school nigga point of view. I wonder if Diddy knew. I mean, I wonder if Biggie knew. I wonder. Biggie did used to say a lot of sus lyrics. A lot of but to be fair, in hip hop, kind of going over the top was somewhat of a thing. But I mean, y'all know you remember the rhymes about C Gutter, kidnap. I can't even finish the line. The whole rest of it is. All I'm saying is, did Biggie know? Did he know all this? Anyway, I'm gonna put it back to the video. I know y'all like, Mark, just play the fucking video. I'm gonna play it. I'm sorry. I swear to God. Here we go.
I'm gonna look it up as you say that.
Yeah, you can.
So you more so, and we.
I'm gonna bring it back because y'all probably forgot what he was even talking about.
We wasn't paying attention. But if you go and you look at the Big Papa video, the lead woman or the lead guy in that is a transgender, right?
I'm gonna look it up as you say that.
Yeah, you can.
So you more so, and we could be somewhat candid. You more so just alluding to like the accusations of Diddy being like into homosexual lifestyles.
Yeah.
That energy of hip hop that has always been seen as taboo, and we could never verify it because none of us were on the inside.
Right. Well, I was.
But I was gonna ask you, so you've seen this firsthand.
Yeah, I've never seen like orgy, but Diddy has hit on me at Steve Rifkin's house. Everybody at the house was gay, but I didn't know it until I really paid attention and looked around at my surroundings. I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
Like, what's going on?
That sounds like Exhibit's story, because Exhibit had a story like that. They went to Miami.
No, but he went to a club.
Right.
I went to Steve Rifkin's house.
Right.
It was after a BET Awards, we went to an after party.
Right.
Me, Lil' Kim, Hillary Weston, who was Lil' Kim's manager.
Okay.
Don't it seem like you should ask somebody before you invite them to like an all-man orgy? Like how? Oh, I don't think. Stream down. I'm always trying to stay within the guidelines. Come on, man. YouTube gods, just don't. I know I got demonetized for saying the O word one time. Every letter got a word except for the words that got a letter. Anyway, but yeah, doesn't seem weird. Shouldn't you like just say, hey man, we wrestling tonight, man. Are you a wrestler? Do you wrestle? Don't it seem like you should ask somebody that before you just invite them to your Greco-Roman situation, nigga? All right, here we go.
Time. And we go to the after party. We run into Diddy, and Diddy tells us to come meet him he tells them, not me. He tells Kim and them, yo, come meet me at Steve Rifkin house. And we all go over to Steve Rifkin house. And while we there was another executive that had been making passes at me a lot in the entertainment industry. He shows up.
For context, what does that look like? Because they're not gonna be that bold, are
they? I don't really care about that. I was talking about the people do what they do, and then don't get me confused. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just so surprised about the trans person in the Biggie video. Like, I never would.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Gotta pay these bills. Gotta pay him. Gotta do something. Well, they gotta pay him. I don't know. This ain't my video, so it will be. It will be once I add my gravitas to it. I'm not sure if I'm using that word right, but I could be. You don't know. Can't be sure of that. All right, here we go. All right, back to Choke No Joke. Which is kind of a sus name, nigga, when you think about it. You standing here talking all this shit. Your name. I'm just fuck with you. Choke. Joke. No. What do you call this nigga, man?
Yeah, way back then.
Got you. And I just pulled
now look at the girl go to the scene when Buster's talking to her at the bar.
Right, it's crazy. And they got Bus in there too. That's the crazy. And you know what they saying about Bus these days. You know what they saying about Bus. They caught him in the dress and this, that, and the third. Oh man, god damn, man. Damn. I mean, no judgment. Live your life. I'm just saying, it was right in our faces. Say they put it in slow.
And Big walk up and move the nigga. And then, or when she say true, stop it right there and look at the knot in her throat.
Not the knot in her throat. Talking about this young lady?
That's her. Look at her, zoom in on the throat.
That motherfucker was active. They had the young bicep going on. She had choking on the throat. Look at the throat. I ain't heard that in a long time. No disrespect to the people from the community. I'm just saying we never knew. We never knew. Perhaps, see, and that's what I'm saying. What's up with the trickery? Perhaps you should have just said it if that's what it's going to be. Maybe people would have accepted this stuff earlier. Who knows? But I ain't never think that. That's crazy, son. All right, here we go. We're going to look at the throat. Pause.
Women can have a little, is that like nah?
Her name is Shamika. She was, look at her, zoom in on the throat.
Women can have a little, is that like nah?
Her name is Shamika. She was from Queens and she got killed because she was, a nigga was dating her, didn't know it was a man, and went to have sex with her and found out she was a man, and she's dead, and he's in jail.
So you noticed.
Damn. Tragic, man. That happened a lot, brothers. That happened a lot. And, no disrespect to that community, but you gotta be honest with people, man. You gotta be honest with people. I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know this for 30 years, nigga. For 30 years. I ain't gonna say that I thought, you know what I'm saying, that was hot, but, like a nice looking chick in the video. I had no idea. 30 fucking years. And you trick somebody and ended up like that? You gotta think better of your decisions. I think that's terrible. That's similar to when like a man is cheating on a woman and she's like, look, you could have just told me the truth from the beginning. Like, look, this is what it is, and enable me to make that decision. That's the same thing. If a person is trans and they out there tricking niggas, that's crazy. Nasty work. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. You got anything else to say, Mr. No Joke?
Story. So when you see that, are you alluding to they sprinkle it in there? They subconsciously make you comfortable with it,
Bro.
because that is weird for, not to say weird as a derogatory, but it doesn't make sense why that scene would be in a hip hop video when hip hop was so much about masculinity and da 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 da. So
Right, it's like why the push? Like, why would it would take some effort to do that? Like, why was that important?
supposed to be homophobic, right? So they say, right?
Right. But we weren't thinking about transgenders back then.
But they're there.
Okay.
What I believe is that the Tupac Biggie got so gangster and so big that the agenda that they was about to push on us, that they later pushed on us, it just got pushed back. They was getting ready to groom us right there. They was grooming us. We got a transgender in the Big Papa video in the bathroom and the lead woman. Not only in Big Papa and Warning, she's in the bed with Biggie. And then in the Flavor in Your Ear remix, she's dancing behind LL.
Oh, shit.
And Hype Williams is director, and she's the lead in all three of those videos.
Nigga, his shit. Blotitious. Skeevy, that's what the name. If you an OG like me, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. That's how he start. That's how LL start the song. That's fucking crazy. And he wasn't on the regular. He was on the remix with the person. That's crazy, son.
And he's the director of all three of those videos. And it's rumored that was his chick. Or a nigga, or whatever.
Right. Okay.
Definitely cut, nigga. That's woo. He shit. Blotitious. I was like, what the fuck is you talking about, L? He shit. Now you listen. I'm trying to stay within the guidelines, y'all. God damn it. People like, Mark, just keep it real. Just say the shit. Well, who's gonna take over once they shut me down, nigga? Who else gonna keep it real? Y'all know what the fuck I mean. Anyway, stop tricking people, man. Stop tricking people, y'all. That is not right. Don't take away a person's options to say no. That should be almost criminal. Speaking of criminals, all right, here we go. I ain't gonna call this man a criminal. That's a difficult thing to call somebody, especially when they haven't committed a crime that I know of. I don't know what these niggas be doing. Anyway, if you already know about the beef between our brother Tariq Nasheed and our brother also Uncle Luke, your uncle Luke, pop that, shake, titty, pop, titty, pussy. I think I'm deep enough in the stream to talk like that. Check it up. Big bitty hoes. Anyway, Luke says all of the women that are selling pussy on the record owe him some money. He said Sexy Red owe him some money. He said Lotto owe him some money. He said if you got your booty out, if you clapping it, if you twerking, if when they ask you to freestyle rap, you start clapping your butt cheeks together, you owe Uncle Luke about $145 if you adjust it for inflation for the time it was then. So he's beefing about that, also coupled with his position on on the presidential nominee, current Democratic presidential nominee, Miss Kamala Harris. His position is essentially, nigga, just vote for. Tariq, clearly a deeper thinker than that. It's like, yo, what the fuck is she doing for us? Blase, blase, blah. Luke's coming back at him. I did a video about it, and I'll interject it a little bit later because I don't want to bombard you with too much video. But Luke came back at him And for the most part, he's calling Tariq a fraud. He accused Tariq of being a charlatan of sorts. He said he got a white wife and he's talking black, which is not true, and Tariq has proven that to some degree. But as the order of the day, I don't know how, is that the proper trans? Anyway, as the order of the day, the most current thing is they've been going back and forth with a Twitter battle, and Luke is just trying to tell us, look at what all we've done for you. Look at everything I done did for y'all. I brought you booty clapping, back boot, titties, pussy, titty, doodle brown. And you know Tariq, he like, yo, go back to Jamaica or whatever he from. Luke is originally from as Tariq might call a tether. That would be to how Tariq addresses people who come from a different community that are chances are also black and blend in with the black American community, reap the benefits, and aren't really on our side. I think that's a pretty fair depiction of how Tariq defines tether. Anyway, he calls Luke a tether. He said he brought us nothing but debauchery, Caribbean debauchery. And I'll let the man speak for himself. This is a video coming from O'Shea Duke Jackson talking about how Tariq Nasheed ends Uncle Luke's career by doing this. I'm not going to play the whole video, but we'll get a nice part of it. All right, here we go. We start about here. God damn it. Nigga, I'm going to pay the... I'm going to pay it. I'm going to pay it. What do they want from me? What do they freaking want from me? Money you want? Money you want? Blood? Is that what you want? I'm gonna fix it. But this is a video coming from one of my personal favorite YouTubers, Mr. O'Shea Duke Jackson. It's nice.
Reek and other pro-blacks are saying. Now, this is interesting because Luke from 2006.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He be having all kind of music and shit. I'm going to just get you to what I'm trying to tell you.
Luke and Two Live Crew had a song called Me So Horny. He says this, stay the music. I wonder when did Caribbean immigrant Luther Campbell fall off and become a lion shield for the Democrats? Did all the Two Live Crew checks dry up? Is the struggle real? And this is...
I just want to say, this is by far the funniest meme I've seen all week. God damn. Me so hungry, nigga. Shout outs to my people from all over the diaspora, man. I don't intrinsically dislike people from other places. I do feel like there is a certain measure of people being tethers towards us, and then they don't really mess with us like that. I do feel like that happens a little bit, but not just because you're from somewhere else. Anyway, go ahead.
Tariq Nasheed really making fun of Luke, but then Luke really destroys himself by basically saying that
why this nigga squinting?
All of the artists that are selling sex in today's world owe him some money, like Sexy Red and the rest of them.
I need a check from Ice Spice. I need a check from Sexy Red. All the fucking girls, Megan Thee Stallion, anybody that's running around shaking their ass. Male rap is on some shit right now. I'm sorry. Female.
And see, the crazy shit is he's saying that like it's something to be proud of. I need a check from them. I gave you an opportunity. I let you do that. You wouldn't have done that. Who? Me. That's who. That's how he talking. On some titty, pop that pussy shit. What a thing to hang your hat on with your contribution. And don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I had my Two Live Crew tapes, nigga. I'm old enough, nigga. I remember that shit was revolutionary, nigga. But it ain't help us. It's not what you would consider exactly. They're not going to study Luke in Black History Month in 100 years. It ain't gonna be no motherfucking black and white pictures of Luke. He was the first to pop that pussy, make them shake those titties, to say titties twice to represent each breasticle. That's not gonna happen. You know, he did beat the Supreme Court. There was a major case that enabled rap records to people to talk basically how they want to talk. It probably plays a part to me being able to do this right here today. So I will say that you did go to the Supreme Court and you did make some sort of a amendment to censorship law and blah, 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 blah. That's really dope. But I don't see how the fuck that's helped us today. If you look at the state of what's going on with us today, in fact, I would say it hurt us. Anyway, go ahead, O'Shea. Drop it.
It's a winning. They're doing everything that I did. I'm still waiting for these girls to send me a fucking check. I need a check from Ice Spice, who turned her around and dropping it like it's hot and doo-doo browning. I need a check from her. I need a check from Sexy Red. That Red, my friend.
He wants his doo-doo brown money.
My man Stan. Shouts out to Stan. Stan the man. I don't need a check from him. That's my dog. That's his record company. All the girls, Megan Thee Stallion, anybody that's running around shaking their ass, talking about putting in dick on the record, y'all need to send me a check. Send me a check. Just stop by with the check and say, thank you, Uncle Luke, for allowing us fighting, going to the Supreme Court, allowing us to be able to say what we're saying on the records. And we're whooping these men right now because we doing our thing. That's going to go viral.
And then,
nigga, that's going to go viral. Yo, it's so funny to see rappers get old. That's kind of the joy in getting old myself. You get to see how motherfuckers turn out. I'm telling you, man, young people, if there's anybody young watching, not too many people young watch me, but if you're young and you're watching, older people, respect them. But no, they are just people just like you. They had their flaws and their faults, and they sitting on their fucking high horse talking all this shit like they never did anything. Just trust that hopefully if you're dealing with good older people, they're giving you a perspective from a point of view that they can see because they've been through it and they know what they're talking about. Just being old doesn't mean you know what you're talking about either. You know, you could have just hung around and played it safe, you know what I mean, and made it to gray hair, but I don't know. I can't see what his point is or why he feels that we should listen to him. But anyway, Tariq has some rebuttal to this, and O'Shea will bring it home.
Here we go with the clapback. Tariq Nasheed decided to stick on that point. Thing that Luke and 2 Live Crew did was present a certain level of degeneracy in hip hop.
Facts.
Which African Americans at first were not trying to make it like that, but of course some did. And then Luke, he wants to take credit for creating that degeneracy. And Tariq Nasheed destroys him on this point.
I know Luke wasn't sitting around here talking about his accomplishments, and somebody sounded like they said he was sounding like he was drunk. He can't be bragging about all the things he did for Miami when damn near all of his artists accused him of ripping them off. I know he wasn't.
I know that.
In there bragging about all he's doing for Miami, and his damn artists, damn near all of them, was complaining about him ripping them off. You there? Come on now, this is jealous tether babble. See, the thing is, fam, let's be real. Let's look back at hindsight, and Luke was a part of that big censorship thing that was going on, and the thing that was brought to the Supreme Court, which was a very important case. But let's look at all the other players that were in that mix. It was the NWA and those people. All of that helped fuel that too. Ice-T, all of that helped fuel that censorship thing too. A lot of that was fueled by what was going on with NWA and Ice-T and all of that, and he just happened to go to court for it because of the indecency thing that was going on with those records. And that was a very important case. But the thing is, let's be real. Let's look at the reality. What Luke has brought to the game. In hindsight, Luke brought a bunch of degeneracy to the culture. All of the
facts.
Coochie popping and all of that stuff. Yeah, it was cute and it was fun when we were little looking at that stuff because it was provocative. But, you dig? At the end of the day, let's look back in hindsight. Just look, when you get older and you look back, you're like, that didn't help us worth a damn. He brought some of that Caribbean degeneracy over here. Yeah? And how does that work for us now? I think Luke was recently bragging about how Sexy Red and Glorilla, all the people rapping about coochie and booty and all that, they got to thank him and give him a check. That ain't no flex, to be honest. That's not a flex, to be honest. Now, transparency, I used to love the 2 Live Crew. Still, I like listening to that stuff, but we came up in the golden era, and that was in the golden era of hip-hop when there was a balance. All right? So, yeah, you had the degenerate stuff, but it was balanced out by the Rakims, the LLs, the Heavy D, Brand Nubian. It was balanced out by so much stuff, so it didn't become the dominant part of the culture, okay? It didn't become the dominant part of the culture. It became a temporary escapism type of thing. Then we went back to business. Okay, let's twerk, let's look at a little booty here and there, and let's go back to handling business. But Luke brought normalizing degeneracy to the culture.
Now, I'm going to totally agree.
Yeah. And so will I, O'Shea. I had enough of him. But yeah, Luke is definitely coming from an interesting perspective. You know what I mean? To try to feel that way. And I just, I really want to tie it in a little bit more to how the whole beef started over Kamala. And him not understanding why someone would not want to vote for her. But to be fair, not too long ago, Luke was talking the same shit about the Democratic Party. Same shit. Same type of tweets. I'm going to pull them up once I edit this down and everything, but he was talking the same stuff. So where are we supposed to believe? Where do you stand? Where are your morals? Where are your values? Where are you coming from? Are you the pop that coochie man? Or are you the save and protect black women man? Are you the give me your money? You know, you owe me y'all owe me money for clapping your butt, man? Or let's vote for Kamala because she's brown, I guess. I don't know, whatever she is. Anyway, enough of Luke and his debauchery with him and Tariq. Tariq is certainly handing him the motherfucking business right now on the debate side. All right, this next one is interesting. I don't know. It's just one of the ones I shouldn't laugh at. I'm gonna not laugh. I swear to God, it's not. I'm gonna be an objective, stoic reporter man on this. I'm a newsman. I need a newsman hat in this motherfucker. This is brought to me by my producers. My producers, they just dropped it on my desk. I said, okay, all right, I'll attack this. I'll attack the story. We'll get to the bottom of it. Have no fear. All right, new news story. All right, this is from somewhere in Texas, deep in the heart of Texas. Texas assistant principal grateful for support after being blinded by enraged student. They knocked her eyeball out, y'all.
Good morning. I'd like to thank you all for being here. Thank you to Corsicana ISD for allowing me to use this space. Please understand that what I'm going to say today are my words. This is not coming from Corsicana ISD. First, thank you all from the depths of my heart for all of your prayers. They have given me and my family strength during these very difficult and trying.
Yo, these kids bad as shit, yo.
ISD.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking up, man.
Corsicana ISD. First, thank you all from the depths of my heart for all of your prayers. They have given me and my family strength during these very difficult and trying times. Thank you for all the meals, the cards, the ways you have assisted us financially, and everything else you've done. And I'm so very, very grateful. I will be reading a short statement, but I will not be taking any questions. On Thursday, August 15th, during lunch, I heard our behavioral teacher call on the radio to administrators for assistance. When I arrived, the teacher and students were outside the classroom. One student was holding his head, having been assaulted by the student remaining in the classroom. I entered where the student was still irate and found the room ransacked with overturned furniture. I knew I had to be as calm as possible, and I spoke lowly and slowly so as not to enrage him any further. He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it. He finally did throw it at me, but I caught it midair. He picked up another chair to throw at me when
That was good. She caught it midair.
another assistant principal entered the room. I used the first chair to block the second. He picked up a third and threw it at the other assistant principal, and I used that initial chair to block the one that he threw at her.
She was in battle.
After blocking the chair thrown at the other assistant principal, he threw a wooden hanger at me, but I couldn't stop it fast enough. The hanger hit me in my right eye and knocked it out of the socket. I grabbed
Out the socket. These kids are out of control.
my face while blood was pouring out of my head and stumbled out of the classroom door. A nurse and 911 were called. I asked for my cell phone to call my husband to come get me, not realizing the extent of the damage. When paramedics arrived, they determined I would need to be airlifted to Parkland Medical Center in Dallas. I underwent surgery as soon as possible, and doctors were able to reinsert my eye. However, they determined I had been blinded and currently believe that my damage is permanent. I will have to have an additional surgery to repair my eyelid because doctors are believing, I'm so sorry. I underwent surgery as soon as possible, and doctors were able to reinsert my eye. However, they determined that I've been blinded, and they currently believe that my damage is permanent. I will have to have an additional surgery to repair my eyelid, and because doctors are believing my blindness to be permanent, removing my eye may have to be an option.
Damn, she'll get that Charleston White.
I'm still believing God for a miracle for restoration of my sight. My teaching career began here in Corsicana. This tragedy affected not just my husband, my children, my grandchild, my family, and my friends, but it has also negatively affected my school, my district, and my community. Because of the numerous districts in which my husband and I have worked and the thousands of students I've taught, the impact of my injury, it's far-reaching. Chapter 37 of our Texas Education Code, which was originally created in 1995 to help protect our marginalized students with regard to how students are disciplined, may need to be reevaluated so that no paraprofessional, no teacher, or principal, simply put, no educator should ever be put in this situation. I fully understand education laws and the need for students to be educated with their peers. Chapter 37 may need to incorporate changes to address the mental, social, and emotional well-being of these students. As educators, we care about our students and their safety, but we must also care about the safety of our educational staff. Our safety is important too. We should never have to fear being in a classroom with an aggressive student. Everyone's protection is paramount. Overly aggressive students need services to meet their needs, but I do not believe the safety of other students and the educational staff should suffer.
And that's the struggle with being a teacher. Discipline. If the children are lacking discipline before they even get to school, it's only so much a teacher can do. That's horrendous. She just went to work this morning. She come back with a goddamn eyeball sticking out. I thought she was completely blinded. I didn't know if the eyes was connected in the back or nothing like that. I didn't know exactly because they said blind. They just mean in the one eye. That fucking sucks, man. All right, well, I hope she gets better. I hope her eye don't. I hope they don't gotta I hope they don't gotta do nothing else bad to her, to hook her up. But yeah, man, work on your kids. We need to. This was what bothers me a lot about our community, man. We don't value education. We don't value it at all. I was watching another story earlier about how college admissions are changing now because of the change in the affirmative action law. How a lot of Asian students are getting into college at a higher rate, and the law actually worked against them with their numbers and everything. My point being, I don't think that the Asian students are just intrinsically smarter than the black students. I think we don't value education. It's just that simple. Anything niggas want to put their minds to, we just outstanding at. But when it comes to education, we just don't fucking care. I think we're still thinking in that sad slave master mentality. We have it set up, particularly in young black boys, we have it set up to where it's almost not cool to be intelligent, to seek knowledge or academics. And I'm saying, and to be honest with you, in today's world, academia isn't the only way. You know, there's ways to make a good life for yourself and never go to fucking school. Once you learn how to read, write, and count, you know what I mean? But think how much history will be lost. Just think if everybody becomes some online type of work, or content creators and marketers and, you know, remote from home button pushers, right? Think of all the history that will be lost without at least some people doing a standardized education. Some people got to read the books. And I just think that, which also means that those books will be even more valuable. You know what I mean? They'll be even more valuable because nobody's reading them. All this information, this fucking, you know, and it's not the same as artificial intelligence pulling it up for you or Googling something or watching a video. I'm telling you, the tactile feedback you get from reading books and learning in that way and writing and all those things, they contribute to retention in your brain. All right, I don't want to go too far off track, but I just think that as a people, we need to start to emphasize the importance of school, dude. School intelligence. We'll get it. I still believe. I know somebody out there like, Mark, that shit is never going to happen. I don't know. I believe that it can possibly happen. Anyway, I think I got one more story. Let me see what else I got going on. What else we got popping out this month? Let me see. Oh, I ain't know about this. This is a story out of the Bay Area, and I've been to Southern California. I've never been to Northern California. I heard Oakland is really, really wild. I heard it's crazy, and they doing street takeovers. I've never seen one in real life, like the Fast and the Furious type shit. They be on the bridges, burnouts, all that shit, like the real Fast and Furious, colorful cars, the whole shit. That's what's happening in the Bay Area. And the name of this story, also a news story coming from NBC Bay Area. I don't know what number the channel is. It really doesn't matter who the fuck is watching the news on TV. Bay Area residents frustrated with street takeovers. Let's see.
A large group of dirt bikes and ATVs rumbled through San Francisco and Oakland yesterday. The riders causing traffic issues and sparking lots of concerns from neighbors.
Nigga, I'm from Baltimore, and they ride bikes, dirt bikes and all that. But nigga, that's a lot of motherfuckers, son. God damn. That's a lot of niggas. Let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just say another 10, 20, 24, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's a lot of niggas.
Today, those neighbors say they are fed up with the
and there's more niggas coming.
Disrespect and the chaos. And they're asking city leaders on both sides of the bay to do something. Here's NBC Bay Area Sergio Quintana.
At Valencia and 23rd Streets in San Francisco, video shows dirt bikers popping wheelies on the center bike lane and doing donuts in the intersection.
The purge is coming, son. If y'all don't realize that shit, if y'all can't see the society is falling apart, Maybe I'm tripping. This is the only place stuff like this is happening. You know, and I'm from Baltimore. We see stuff like that. These things happen, but god damn, yo. And the Bay Area, Oakland, and all that, nigga, this is one of the many things. That, the stealing, I'm gonna show y'all.
And it went on and on and on, and there was no stop to it.
For more than 90 minutes, San Francisco resident Sharky Laguana shot video of the group of about
Sharky Laguana, that's his real name. Get the fuck out.
100 motorbikers take over the intersection. Just before their arrival in the Mission, they had done similar stunts in the Castro neighborhood. Traffic there ground to a crawl. One of the cars that seemed to be associated with the motorbike group parked in the street, blocking the F-line streetcar for a few minutes. In video shot in the Mission, police did eventually show up with lights and sirens. The bikers rode off, some even doing spin-outs right in front of the officers along the way. Laguana says he's used to the occasional group of dirt bikers riding through the city, but this was next level.
They have to be held accountable. If they're not held accountable, it's just going to keep happening, and it's just going to get worse.
Do you think it's gotten worse?
Oh, 100%.
Videos posted on social media seem to have touched a nerve with residents who say they're tired of the noisy bikes that occasionally take over parts of the city. Supervisor Rafael Mandelman says City Hall is well aware of the concerns raised by residents, but says police chasing them may cause more harm than good. In 2021, when the CHP responded to a pack of motorbikers on the Bay Bridge, most escaped by riding against traffic. A passenger on one of the bikes was thrown off and killed when the cyclist tried hopping a median barrier to get away. Before the Sunday mass of riders arrived in San Francisco, it's not clear if some of the same group was in Oakland. Police arrived in several police cars in response to reports of a robbery at a local gas station where the group was congregating. One person was taken into custody. In San Francisco, pictures and videos of the motorbikers and cars that seemed to be associated showed they didn't have license plates. According to the San Francisco Police Department, they have made no arrests, but they are investigating to try to figure out who all was involved. In a prepared statement, a police spokesman says the department is also beginning to deploy drones to help track people in incidents like these, but he did not say if any were used yesterday. In San Francisco, Sergio Quintana, NBC, Bay Area News.
It wasn't easy.
All right, well, first of all, I thought it was goddamn, I thought it was cars and not bikes, because, you know, cars happen over there too. And here, everywhere, all over the place. Society is crumbling, you know. Get yourself some shit. I'm just fucking with you. But nah, for real, man. Things are getting real, real bad. This election coming up and everything. Please protect yourself. Hold your loved ones close. And